Let's go to the NFL. And Rob, you brought it up with Ephraim Salaam, former NFL player. The Deshaun Watson situation. And it's hard to talk about because it's just such a bad situation.
It is.
Right? And I'm going to say that he spoke today. I'll give him credit. I mean, he had to speak at some point. And I will say this, Rob. I'm going to say a few things, and we'll get to a few of his clips from when he spoke. But he spoke for about 11 minutes today with the media. You know, obviously they're working out with the team, and he spoke. I'll say number one, Rob, he handles himself well, I think, in front of the microphone in this situation. When he did, you know, when he first went to the Browns and he did the big press conference, we've seen some of the women speak, Rob, and they're very believable. Wouldn't you agree? They're very
absolutely
believable. Right. Some were crying.
Some were right. You know, because of what they went through and you know, allegedly, and we just can't, because we don't know. But you know, as a human being, there have been people you've seen on a stand or a situation, you go, I don't believe them. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
right? Where we don't know, but you can look at somebody and go, I just don't.
Right.
It just doesn't sound right to me.
They're believable.
Right.
But, Rob, I think he is too. I'm not saying I believe him, but I think he's doing a good job of beating that drum of, look, I didn't do. I mean, it's just like denying it. And maybe he's denying it because it's true. Or maybe there's some other reason, but I think he's been believable too to many people. I think he's handled himself well. That's the first thing I'll say. The second thing I'll say, Rob, is, and I'm not casting judgment because I don't know. I don't know if he's telling the truth. I don't know if they're telling the truth. But I will say this. It's getting hard to like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of so much stuff that's coming out, and he's just denying, which I guess is what he should do.
No, but I understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
like, it's just when he goes out there, if let's say he's able to start game one, week one, and nothing's really been settled, it's gonna be hard. It's just an ugly situation, man.
See,
it's hard to really rock with him, you know?
And here's the problem, Chris. If it's 2, 3, sure, it could have been a misunderstanding. He thought they were with it. They weren't with it. Do you know what I mean? We could justify in our own mind. But this is a pattern of a lot. Like, you're getting massages from strangers. Like a ton of them.
Some of whom aren't even real masseuses.
They're not even masseuses. They're not licensed masseuses. Why would you be why, Chris?
At the very least, Rob, and this doesn't mean he's guilty.
No.
But it seems like at the very least, this was his pattern of picking up women.
Right.
It seems that way. I don't know again, but
that's what it feels like. Like, this was the... Hey, I'm on social media. I'm not coming straight out and saying I'm gonna, Chris, that let's get with me and let's go to a hotel and have fun.
Right.
Okay, so I'm not doing that. It's under the guise of, hey, I need a massage. You know, I'll fly you in. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you some money for my massage, and then we're gonna do our thing. Like that. That's what it feels like.
From what we've seen, from the stuff that's out there, which obviously isn't everything, but it does feel that way. And Rob, you know, we've been around professional sports for 30 some odd years. You don't have to go through all that if you're a
Chris, you know that.
Athlete.
I'm sorry.
And he's beyond just a professional athlete. He was a superstar quarterback. Handsome guy.
He's a handsome guy. Exactly. I mean,
everything going for him.
Right. It's just so that's what's so weird about the whole thing. Correct? Like, just
it's strange.
And here's the other thing. Even today in his comments, where they ask him about the number 66, and I don't know. No.
Well, here's the sound of that, Rob.
17-month period. Does that number 66 seem right to you?
I mean, I can answer. I don't think so for what me and my attorneys went through. But at the same time, that's more of a legal question that I can't really get into details about. So you'll probably have to ask my attorneys and things like that to confirm.
I don't doubt Rob. He may not know the exact number, but from his answer, it's somewhere around there, right? I mean,
right.
He said 40, I think, was the number they had before. 40 something.
Chris, can I say this?
That's a high number.
Can I say this? I'm starting to think, okay, and I'm not saying he's guilty or innocent, that Deshaun wasn't smart or isn't smart in this situation. Chris, if there's any possibility once the first woman came to them that there's a problem, and you've been doing this for 17 months, and you have Instagram message DMs, and you've got a number of 40 or 60 or 70. You know this. Don't you know this, Chris?
You know it was a lot of women.
Right. Yeah. So there's a problem here with one. Oh, my God. I hope this doesn't open up a can of worms. Let me take care of this so that this doesn't become public. I'm just...
Well, I think a couple things. One, remember, many of these women may have signed the non-disclosure agreements. So he may have thought that protects me, right? And then potentially, Rob, if he is indeed guilty of these actions, it could be pride. You know how it is, Rob, especially when you are treated like a king. I mean, your own team got you this hotel for these massages. Now, they may not have known. I'm not going to, we don't know that they knew what was going on, but they knew he was getting massages. But like Rob, these guys a lot of times feel invincible.
No, because
I can do no wrong. I can do whatever I want.
And clearly
so many women, the allegations are that he felt he could do whatever the heck he wanted.
Right. And because they've been in a world, Chris, where guys know that most women succumb to them. And you know what I mean? Oh, I'm an athlete. I'm a star. I'm big. I'm strong. I got muscles. I'm making millions. You know what I mean? I'm on TV. No, really. And they feel like, who's going to deny me? Well, are you kidding? Did you know who I am? What do you mean?
And from what we're seeing, I mean, he says he had consensual sex with some of the women. And allegedly or apparently, some were with it, right? If he did what he's alleged to have done, and some of the women he contacted and met with were fine with it, that emboldens you to think the others are going to be fine with it.
Yeah, you figure out, well, this thing works well.
Right.
I fly him in under the pretense of a massage, and next thing you know, we getting it on, you know what I mean? And boom, 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 and then she's flying back home, and I wash my hands, I got to deal with it, I give her some money, and that's the end of it. I mean, that's what it feels like.
Right.
And he had a girlfriend at that time, all right? And what happened with that?
They're still together. I think. I might be wrong. I'm not up on all.
Because he had to admit that he had sex with but he had sex with these other women, so she has to know, like, oh, so strange women were coming to town and you're having sex with them. I mean, like, I thought we were together. I don't know. You got to deal with that, but I think she still may be with him, which is strange. No,
I mean, come on, man. If my daughter was ever in that situation, come on, honey.
Right.
Come on, baby. I raised you better than that. This dude ain't treating you right.
He ain't treating you right.
Even if he's not guilty.
Right.
The relationship got to end.
No, right. I'm with you. Because it's not just, it's that you can't trust him. Right?
Absolutely.
But here's the thing. Okay, so here we are today, and he talked about, obviously, just can't, you can't run from it. It's there. It's the elephant in the room. All the reporters, Chris, that's what we do. Our job, we ask for questions.
Right.
And that's their chance to talk to them. They're not going to sit there and go, "Hey, how did you feel throwing a football?" Nobody
you
cares
getting that
about that.
chemistry together?
Exactly. That doesn't matter, Chris. Football questions.
Well, and Rob, that's going to be the case. And again, I do think, would you admit that, not that you believe him or whatever, but he's handled himself well.
No, I got you. I don't feel
Under
like,
these,
under these circumstances.
It's not like you're looking like, oh, he
can't. Right,
did.
right. Look at
There's
him.
no
Right.
question. I mean, my goodness, this is terrible. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Rob.
I don't know.
want
I just
justice to be served, and I'm kind of ready for closure because it's just getting kind of.
The NFL almost has to do
nasty.
something, right? I mean, like they got to.
It's not looking good, man.
It's like the Trevor Bauer. They took forever in Major League Baseball, and then they came down with the hammer, Chris.
Yeah.
Remember, Trevor Bauer, they dropped. There were no criminal charges in Orange County. You remember?
Yep.
Nothing. The judge dismissed the charges or didn't think that they could go forward with a trial. And yet he got banned for 2 years. He was the highest paid player in baseball.
No doubt.